when Rick Perry says that Social Security is monstrous and it was unconstitutional, they feel the same way about Medicaid and Medicare. And fundamentally what drives that is their perspective on the responsibility of society in general to its members. Now, you got to hand it to Ron Paul. At least he walks the walk. Ron Paul, bless his heart. Bless his heart. Back in July of 2008, Ron Paul's campaign chairman for his first presidential election, a guy named Kent Snyder, in July of 2008. In fact, Kent Snyder was the guy, not just who was his campaign manager, he was credited with getting Ron Paul to run for president. He apparently just started this whole thing and raised a lot of money for him. It was Kent, more than anyone else, who encouraged and pushed Ron to run for president, said Jesse Benton, spokesman for Mr. Paul. Ron would not have run for the presidency if it had not been for Kent. Ron was really hesitant, but Kent drove him forward. So what started in 2007 with one laptop in Snyder's Arlington, Virginia apartment grew into a $35 million campaign. And his obit from 2008, Kent Snyder, 49, after he died of pneumonia in the hospital, the obit ends with, friends have established a fund to pay for Mr. Snyder's medical bills, which totaled $400,000 after 2 months of hospitalization. He had no health insurance. Now, he was lucky because if it was up to Ron Paul, Mr. Snyder would have died, I guess, to be fair, in a church, on the floor of the church. I suspect it would have been significantly more painful than dying in a hospital for 2 months. And I guess even if it was up to Ron Paul, he wouldn't even have those 2 months because presumably when he went into the hospital, there were measures taken to try and save him. After Snyder's death, Ron Paul posted a message on his website. Like so many in our movement, Kent sacrificed much for the cause of liberty. Kent poured every ounce into his being into our fight for freedom. He will always hold a place in my heart and the hearts of my family. And to be fair to Paul, at least he didn't say, but boy, did he not deserve to go into that hospital without being able to pay his bills right up front. He should have probably died on the floor of a church, if not in the street.
Ron Paul says that charity should step in and help these people. Where was Ron Paul's charity?
I don't know. I guess maybe we can always rely on the web to pay for this $400,000. I hope all that money was raised because that means we paid for it. And if I am going to be a Ron Paul doctrinaire or a Republican doctrinaire, because it's not just Ron Paul, they would all answer this question this way. Why did any of my money have to go to pay to save this guy's life? Isn't that the attitude that the Republicans say that we need to have? If I decide to be charitable, if my church does, or my synagogue, well, that's another thing. But it should be a personal choice on my part. Between me and God.